Hello everybody and welcome back to Satisfactory. Oh boy, oh boy. So I got on and ran around the factory for a little bit just looking at things, and I noticed that, as you probably can tell, this output, oh come on graphics load. Oh, you see how it's fuzzy? There it goes, better. As you can tell, we started with 500, like this was completely full, all 500 stacks, and now we're just not getting there. We're slowly running out of this spun copper wire. This one's even going out quicker because it also feeds the phase 2 thing, I believe, right? Shouldn't it be feeding the phase 2? Oh no, neither of these feed phase 2. Okay, good. Okay, we're just running out. Oh no, there it is. It's down there. I knew that one of them was pulling out phase 2. So you see it's pulling out phase 2 stuff. So what does that mean? It means that this area here, this copper area, needs the same treatment as the ore area. And the ore area isn't completely done yet, but it looks so much better and it's working so much better than it was before, right? But we need to give that same treatment over there. The only bad thing about that treatment over there is that it's not quite as flat, and we have the space elevator in the way. So what I'm thinking, and I don't know, this is not official, but what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna bring that production up here, right? I'm gonna try to figure out a way to move the coal out of the way, or I probably can just, let's see, where are those things at? Are they underneath me? They're pretty much underneath me. So yeah, I can just build a bunch of foundation out here, going all the way, you know, kind of out there somewhere, and then this whole area here, I can just build that up. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Or, ooh, look at that. That's actually kind of flat right there. Well, maybe I do that. Maybe I push it back a little bit, and in between that side of the cave or cliff, in between that side of the cave and cliff, and then out here, I mean, all I needed to do is like one utterance, right? Like it goes from ore to smelt, and then smelt into either the cord or the spun copper wire. There are copper plates, but I'm really worried about the copper wire right now. Am I artifacting over there? Did you see that? The like right here on the screen when I was looking over here. Yeah, look, artifacts. Oh no. Graphic art. Oh, I just updated drivers. Okay, not a big deal. I just updated drivers. Sometimes when you see that, that's when you know your graphics card is getting a little old, or it's getting too hot, or just something that's happened with it. I had, oh geez, I can't even remember the name of it, but I had a graphics card that died on me, and the artifacting, you can see the artifacting happen too, like every now and then. Like we were walking down here and I saw it artifact a little bit. And I don't know if that's the verb. I think that's the noun you call those artifacts. I don't know what the verb is to it, but I just downloaded a new driver, so I'm hoping that's kind of the problem. But anyway, let's get back to my deal. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to keep this stuff on the ground. I'm just going to push it back because literally it's coming out from that mine, so it can do like it's doing right now and just come all the way down and just feed in. I don't really want to build up just yet. I want to keep the second floor open, but I do need to get that done. Like that needs to get figured out, because right now I have I'm not even making screws. That's a problem. Let me go ahead and try to figure this out. I think what I'm going to do is this guy here. This guy here is making plate, but we just don't need that many plates, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip out, because the plates come down to this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rip that out. I'm going to rip that out. I'm going to rip this up, and then you are going to make I'm going to change your recipe. I want you making the iron rods. Okay. I'll give you, put those back in there. So I want you making iron rods. And then with this, That one can make, is that one making plates? I think it is. Yes. Yes. Okay, fine. You're going to be making rods. The rods don't need to technically come out. Yeah, so we don't need it to do this anymore. Nor that. Nor that. Nor that. We don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. And we don't need that. Nor that. Okay, so those on the top are rods. We're just gonna have those rods come out, come straight down. We'll have these rods feed into a merger. Is that a rods container? That is a rods container. Are you feeding out? You are feeding out. So, maybe we'll figure this out. Let's go ahead and lay it down first. So that I want you to just come down. And let's bring you down pretty sharply, right there. And then let's put in a merge block. I love playing this game. I love it. It's one of the best games. I'm so happy I don't know. I'm such a huge Factorio fanboy that as soon as I saw this game, I was like, please, like why do people have to rip off games? Like, why can't they come up with their own idea? But this is really good. Like, this helps expand the genre. This is not just leeching off of it. You know what I mean? Like, this is not just being like, oh, well, we can do that too. Yep, we're gonna do the same thing down there that we did here. We're gonna be making, we're gonna put in another assembler, constructor rather. And is that lined up? Beautiful. And we'll take from you out into there. You'll be doing rods as well, and then let's hook you up. The only thing I don't like is the power. I mean, the power does do another like level, like it's difficult. You are not hooked up to power. That's so funny. Like, I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate them wanting to give more. Like, they want to make it difficult. Like, I understand, but at the same time, it's often like it gets on my nerves, right? And I'm going to actually put. Oh no, it goes in here. Give you all those ingots. I don't want them. Okay. And now, how are we going to do this? And now, how are we going to do this? So we have the rods coming down. Oh, let's bring it down again, and then let's have a merger here. And then from the out, okay. That's not okay. That's not how I want to do it, and I'll show you here in a second. Like, what I'm going to do, it's not exactly how I want to do it, but it'll work. So let's spin that. So it comes up this way. Okay, I hope that sometimes it'll line up with something I don't want it to line up to. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to have this last one coming out right. Oh, hold on. Nope, that goes directly into screws. We don't want that. We gotta send the. We gotta make screws. We gotta put more producers right here. Yes. Okay, so now I can do this out. I don't like that though. I guess it's fine. It's what I've been doing. Why can't I go into you? Are you you're a merger? That's fine. So it can only come out. So I'm gonna need a splitter right past this, and then that splitter. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to put 2 splitters in. This is gonna get ugly. This whole area here just is. I'm sure I can rip up that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure I can, like, when this gets done and it empties out, or when I just do, like, when I pick everything up and put it in my pockets and just move it over here, I'm sure that when that's done, I can rip it up, because this one is fast enough now to move all those out, right? Yeah, we're not even using these rods that much. It's the screws really that we're gonna be needing it for. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna make one splitter right here. I'm gonna make one splitter right here, just like that. And go out into that, and go out into that. Just like that. and I want that to be level 3 probably. Yeah, I have 200 and yeah, I have enough. Let's make that level 3. And then in between there, that needs to be level 3. That needs to be level 3. That needs to be level 3. There we go. Okay, now what's the point of that? What's the point of that? That might need to be level 3. That might be just need to be level 2. If that's gonna... Okay, I know the point of that. All those factories down there, if they were getting backed up and they were having... They had like rods that they weren't getting rid of, it would slow down production. So we need a place to put them in. I probably should just go ahead and convert that to a deal, to the level 2 one. It's a huge oversight in the game that you cannot just upgrade. That you can't just point at that and then just upgrade that to the next one. You have to rip everything up. It falls into a chest on the ground. You have to pick everything up. That's just boo, no bueno. Okay, can I also get away with the same argument that I don't need? Let's go ahead and I'm gonna make 2 screw makers. I think I know that screws are like super duper. We're gonna be using a ton of screws. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 screw makers. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in backwards because apparently I'm an idiot. So, all right, check. Got that done. Now let's turn them around so they actually do something. Beep. I'll get a little personal here for a second. I call myself an idiot and stuff like that, and I don't like it. Like, I don't like that I do it. I mean, I do it like half jest, but sometimes like I really do mean it, and I don't like that about my personality. My daughter was talking to somebody, or someone was talking to my daughter, and they did that. They called themselves an idiot because they did something wrong. One of her friends in Roblox was like, "Oh, I'm so stupid," and my daughter instantly was like, "I don't want to hear you say that. You're not stupid." And I felt so excited. I was like, "Man, that's great." Every now and then I think I do a good job with my kid. All right. And then that also isn't really how I want to do business, but that's just kind of how it's going to be. Ooh, no. Right, that's a merger. Okay. So we're still going to use a splitter, but the splitter is going to have to come from the north. It's going to have to come down. I suppose it can do that. I suppose it can do that. It can come out here. It can wrap around. There we go. And then one can go into there, and then one can go into there like that. There we go. Now you, my friend, are making screws. You, my friend, are making screws. I'm probably need another little utility pole here. You to that, you to that, and then let's find... Oh, look, there's a utility. There was a utility pole right there that had been ripped up and not used. That's so funny. All right, let's find another utility pole. There's so many right there. There's a 3 or 4. Perfect. And then, just to keep up with modernization, are you level 3? You are not. So you're 3, you're 3, you're 3, you're 3, you're 3. And then you right there in the middle are 3. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that goes 3 all the way in. Alright. And there we go. So we now have screws being made yet again. And then the screws are going to back up, right? Because we're not... For some reason, we're not... I know we need a lot of screws, but we're just not going through the screws as fast as I think we are, right? So the screws are fixed. The screws are fixed. Well, this whole area started off like really strong, and I think everything looks very good up until this point, and then at this point, things are just no bueno, right? So we're going to have to definitely... We're definitely going to have to rip that up later and figure it out. But right now, we need to start ripping up the copper and figuring out how we're going to do the copper. we had a family after my grandmother passed at the beginning of last year. She told us to stick together. That was her, she passed because of COVID, so she was in the hospital. We got a chance to say goodbye, and she told us to stick together. So the family now every other month gets together for a fairly large dinner, and we had been doing that, but just for Thanksgiving and Christmas. But now we do it like just every other month. So this morning, people are just putting in the group chat talking about like what they're eating for breakfast, and everybody's like, we're eating cheesecake and sausage, because last night's theme was Italian. So everybody brought like the Italian sausages, meatballs, and stuff. And I guess cheesecake is Italian. I don't know. I think we made it Italian. I think we fudged it a little bit there. It's just funny listening to everybody talk about like their breakfast being cheesecake, and someone made sausage and gravy, but they used the Italian sausage. That would be Uncle Will there. I don't know. Not Uncle Will, excuse me. I have an Uncle Will, but he's on the other side of the family. This would be Cousin Will. I don't know. Do you wash off? Is it, if you have the sausage in marinara sauce or Alfredo sauce, is it okay to put that under a sink and wash that off and then put it in your gravy? I think so. So you guys, the leaves I don't care so much about. It's the, oh man, I don't want those in my inventory. Why did I do that? Oh no. Yes. I'm tempted just to throw this coal in there. Like, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I'm sure I could find a belt somewhere and put a Connex container and a merger on it. But remember when coal was a big problem? Look how much coal we have now. It's just backed up. Uh-oh. What's the red there? Oh, he needs more. Yeah. Okay, so let's go over here and I don't think that's a level 2 miner yet. But let's go ahead and let's try to make better what we can make better. So this conveyor belt, I don't think this conveyor belt is a problem. I think it's loading fast enough, maybe. I don't know. It'll need to get upgraded eventually, but let's just see. Is this a Mark 1 or Mark 2? This is a Mark 1. I can't do a Mark 2. I gotta go get another personal. Ugh. And this is what is a little aggravating, is that you get one personal miner when you upgrade, but it doesn't count that first one as part of the ingredient, or it doesn't count the one as part of the ingredient. So when I click this button here in a second and upgrade that to a level 2, it's gonna be like, cool, you now have a level 2 miner and you have a personal miner in your pocket. And it's like, why did you make me have that to begin with? Like, why'd I have to come all the way over here and do this if you're gonna give me one? Just use that in the construction of the, I don't know. Watch what happens. Look, see, we now have 2 in our pocket, right? Because we just had 1 before. We have 2 in our pocket. I'm gonna go over here and upgrade this one, and then I'm gonna have another one in my pocket. Oh, someone knows how to slide. Someone figured that out. There's a guy who watches this channel. I gotta look up his name. He's really patient with me. He gives me a lot of great advice. But I know that guy is woo. I know that guy is. He says that he's played like a bunch of it, and he's just helping me ever when when he can. But he taught me about the slide. I didn't think sliding was in this game. I thought that was like a first-person shooter thing. Love that. Love it. Love that. All right, and now let's go over here to that, and yoink. Yoink. See, are we faster than the belt? I bet we're not. Oh, it doesn't matter because the belt's already it's already caught up. And in. I don't think it's a problem with the speed. Oh no, I don't even know why I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna rip all that up anyway. In fact, let's go ahead and do this. Yoink. And he said that you get all your stuff back too. And I know I've been saying it like 30, 40, 50 million times that you don't get your stuff back. And the guy, he's been like silently, I'm sure he's been sitting at his desk like, yes you do, yes you do, yes you do, yes you do. Not silently, I'm sure he's yelling at the computer. But yeah, he's just sitting there going, yes you do, you get it back, you get it back, yes you do, you get it back. All right. So I think what we're gonna do, how did we do this last time? Let's go over here and look, because now apparently the different nodes have different outputs. Like a pure node is the best because it gives you the best output. So let's go see what this is. This output is 240 parts per minute. 240 parts per minute. You do 270. So this guy right now is producing 240 ore. And right here is where we want to move the smelting procedure. And I think the smelting procedure, if we're just going to be smelting, I think we can put those pretty close to each other. I don't think we're going to need a lot of room, right? So let's just imagine that we're going to need just a little bit for the belt to come in, because we want to move the belt onto a nice stable platform. So let's put the first one right here, right? And then let's look. That is, what's your input? What's your input? This one says it's 30 a minute, but that doesn't tell me what your input is. 30 a minute? You don't go off minutes over here. I think you do seconds, don't you? Or do you do a minute? It is per minute. Okay, great. So 240 a minute, and then you do 30 a minute. So 240 divided by 30, that's like 24 divided by 3, okay? 7 would be at 21, 8 would be 24. So we can have 8, and that makes sense because we have 8 over there too. So we can have 8 smelters lined up right here, kicking out ore. And here's my thing. So if it comes out, it has to go out into a merge block. So let's do 3, and if it'll do 3, it'll do 8. So let's do 3. And let's set this up. So it has to be a merge block. Oh, I can't. I don't have the chainsaw on me. Whatever. All right, so it's going to come in. Okay. Where is the... Can you line up for me, please? There we go. I felt like a little school teacher there. Can you line up for me? Thank you. Okay, I think that looks right. I think that looks right. So if they can do 3, they can do 8, right? So that looks good, and that's just going to smelt. That's just going to smelt, and then, if the output is true, then the input has to be true. Then there has to be a split that'll work, right? So let's go ahead and make some more of these. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And then let's do the deals. What was it? Merging all into a deal. And because these are all going to be merging onto a line that's also level 3, then I know that line can carry. I know that line can carry the 240 because it inputs the 240, right? So I don't have to worry about that. Okay, now there we go. That's going to be my input output. So now let's go and do splitters, and let's split the input to all of these. Right. Oh, look at that. We gave ourselves a lot of room too, so that's perfect. And then in between each of these, and we've already done this once with the iron, you know what I'm going to say. In between these, we have to have the level 3 ones because they have to be moving. Now exponentially they would reduce, right? Like you don't have to have level 3 in between the last 2 because they're not carrying 240, right? So if it comes in with 240 and he bleeds off 30, then now we're down to 210, right? But this one's still like the next one down does 120. So now we're down to 170, 180. There's 150. There is me screwing up the friggin' thing because now it's going the wrong friggin' way. I gotta rip it out. Did I do the same thing over there to you? I probably did. The splitter. Okay. I forgot my calculation here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 4. So 4, 3, 12, 1, 240. That's 120. So now we can go down and start using this belt for the rest of the deal. because it doesn't need to carry 240. It only needs to carry the 120. And then the last one in between here, I'm sure I can just get away with a Mark 1 belt. I'll probably live to regret that decision. But, I mean, you know, where's living if you can't live to regret? Oh, we have a visitor. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm going to pause the game and talk to my visitor. All right. And talk about breakfast. What we're going to do for breakfast. And then out, and then the outs, you only have to do the Mark 1s for the outs, because the Mark 1s can carry 30, they produce 30, right? So waste not, want not. I tell you what, man, I would if there was, let's talk about like things you would change, right? Let's talk about things you would change. I would love, and this would be the exact opposite, right? This one I can actually start off with level 1, going to that one, and then I need to go to level 2, right? Because it needs to carry a little bit more work with it. And then I would need to go to level 3, so I can save a little bit of materials there. One thing I'd love to change about myself is my inability to like ration money well. Like I don't do that well at all. Which sucks, because I have a good understanding of finance and I have a good understanding of math, and I just, for whatever reason, like, okay, so there's some things I'll do, like macro, like big picture things, I'm great at. So if I have a car and there was a time that we had a little medical emergency, so we had to pay a pretty good chunk of change to the hospital, and I was talking to my wife, and I was like, hey, our credit card, our APR, our annual percentage rate for our credit card, you know, it was like 13% or something. I told her, I was like, let's go ahead and let's buy a new car, because we can sell the car we currently have. We can make a little chunk of change off that, put $2,000 down on a new car, and then we could pay off the credit card, the hospital bill, credit card bill. We could pay those off with the money we had left over from putting the down payment on the car, and then the APR, because on a car, the car loan APR is only like 3%. Like, we'll be saving money. She didn't want to do it, and no matter how many times I explained it, I was like, this is a better way to save money. Like, we're paying a premium. All right, let's go ahead and do, I'm gonna rip that up, and then from you, so I think that's a good idea. Like, I thought that was like super smart on my part, but I couldn't like convince her that it was worth it. Okay. Yep, copper ingots, copper ingots, copper ingots, copper ingots, copper ingots, copper ingots, copper ingots. And someone, can you point and do Control C and then Control V? Nope. All right. And do I have any? I bet I have a bunch of that stuff in my pockets now. Yep, I sure do. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna have so. Oh, no. Let him. You need to be taking. Oh, I ripped up the. Well, that was dumb of me. That was quite dumb of me. I don't know why I would do that. Oh, I don't know. I ripped that up so that they couldn't make more copper ingots. Interesting. Well, here, let's go give them some more copper ingots. Or, yeah, give some more of that. And then, they'll all get ripped up. Pretty much. Nice. See, now one of those right back there. Go grab it. And then, we'll rip that one up, because now it doesn't have any ore in it. I think that's what I was doing. I think I was just cleaning up house here. Yep, go ahead and rip you up. Don't need you anymore. Get rid of that. And then probably I wonder, you know what? I probably could go ahead and just make this area. I'd probably go ahead and make this area and, like have that come straight, like have it kind of wrap around a little bit. Maybe, oh, I should have done it the other way. Man, I should have had these things facing to the right and had that come out and go down so that they would output on this side, and then we could have had more factories here, like lined up, and then they would output toward that direction. Oh, all right, we're gonna have to wrap it around. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this around and bring it over here, and then have it run straight down like this just for a bit. Yep, just like that, and then we're gonna have the output stuff there. We're gonna have the producers there, and then all that stuff will just feed into the base from that little area. Hey, oh, there is bird. Can I pet bird? Nope, can't get rid of bird. Bird, you need to go over here. There's a way up over here. Come on. Okay, there's another way to handle this. Sorry, bird. Oh, well, good. Oh, wow, now he just doesn't want to get hit anymore. He's decided, oh, he's died. You know, heart attack. All right, yoink. And that's if that's not a case against capitalism right there, I don't know what is. All right, are you done? Or are you still making? I bet you're still making. Yeah, you're going quick though. You're going quick. Burr, 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 burr. And then we gotta start thinking about too about like quantity. So it goes in here. Oh, really? So you 100% just make the coiled steel from a constructor? That's beautiful. And then that makes a coiled right from there. That's good. And then I think we'll go ahead and rip you up because you're not making anything anymore. Rip you up. You're not transporting anything anymore. 400 of those left. Are you done now? Gracious, no. You have 92 wire. Why aren't you working, though? Why aren't you working? No power. Did I disconnect a power line? Did I disconnect a power line? I suppose I did. All right, let's click on you. There we go. Yeah, I guess I did. I gotta have something else in my pocket or my hand besides that thing. Huh. I disconnected a power line somewhere. Oh, you know what? Look at this. We're at 30 minutes. It's almost time for this video to be over. Let's go and let's go look. I don't really have enough room in my inventory. I really don't. But let's go look and see how we're doing with phase 2 stuff. Are you an endpoint? So we need 100 of these. Beautiful. Those are in our pockets. And then we need 500 of the other ones. Which is over here, I think. Man, we got this in the bag. We got this in the friggin' bag. I need 500 of those. So there's 100, 200, 300. I'll need to get rid of some stuff. The coal. I really need to get rid of... Can I just throw coal in here? Yay! So 100, 200, 300, 400. Oh, we're close! Me ripping up the power on that one thing screwed this whole deal up, right? What is that? It's waiting on... There you go. There's some steel beams. I'll keep you in the money for a second. Why are we still beam short? Why are we still beam short? Those, is this iron ingots that's an input? No, it's a steel beam that's an input. Is there a reason why steel beams aren't being made in quantity? I don't think I've made a dedicated steel beam or steel manufacturing part yet. That's probably the reason. Okay, this video is almost over. You've seen what we've done. I broke the friggin' factory for a little bit and it wasn't producing anything, or there was a part that wasn't. Anyway, let's go ahead and do that. And then, hey, no, don't tell me that it has to be input specific. Oh, no. There's just one more there than there ought to be. That's the problem. I see it now. I was going to say, there's no way that that's input specific. No way. Bingo, bango. And we're going to hold that in our pocket. Put that back up, put that back up. Yes. And then here. Turn that to a mark 2. Let's just get this done. Can I just transfer this in? Like, if I had that stuff in my pockets, could I have just like pushed the button, like just by like double click? Maybe. Anyway, there we go. So we're gonna go ahead and get that taken away, and then we'll get back over here and we'll get back to work now that that thing is probably out of ingots. Looks like it is. Yes, perfect. Yes, it's now out of copper ingots. Rip that up. Rip that up. Go away. Go away. Go away. All right. I think I'm going to move all production over there. So like even stuff like this, I think I'm going to be okay ripping it up. I'll leave the connexes and stuff. You probably are, yeah, you don't have any in it. It probably goes to the second connex. So we'll do that. You are producing, you have 300 wire. That's crazy. Oh, that's not crazy. It's just a lack of getting that done. And then do you have anything inside of you? Nope, you transferred over, right? You sure have. All right, let's rip that up. Rip that up. Look at that, phase 2 up there, top right hand corner. The last 4 going in. Boom. We now have almost everything done. We're just like 100 short of that other thing. And then you are still drawing from, oh, you only got 95 left. Nice. Rip. And now with this whole area cleaned out, I bet I can make that look better. The thing making the screws and making the rods here. And that looks pretty good too. Like we're getting a ton of stuff. Like we're backed up and this guy's even full. Yeah, if we wanted to, I'm sure we could fill this one up too, but we're not even, like, there's a backup here, right? We're not even using all these iron rods, so when that gets empty, we'll get rid of it. All right. So now we have 8 producing out. Let's look at these things. Let's look at the constructor. And really, we could just do it like this. We'll just do it like this, and it'll come out here on the right hand side, and it'll suck a little bit having to turn it, but it'll look better doing it this way. So here we go. So if I said I wanted you to do copper wire, your input is 15 per minute. And this line is bringing 240 down. Okay, so if you're bringing 240 down and we have 15, what are the other ones? What are the other? I'm going to be building all these constructors just side by side. I think because they're bigger than the other ones, than the smelters, I think I'm going to have more than enough room to put the stuff I need to do. I think it won't be a problem. I know down there on that side, I spaced them out a lot longer than I think they needed to be, but that's just that. Okay, so and then cable, you do 60 per minute. Okay, you do 60 per minute. So really, one cable is like 4. It's 30. That's 30, so 4. So 4 of those is 60, and then one of those is 60, which is 120, which is half. So if I had 4 of these making, wire, so there's 4 making wire, and then the last one made cable. I'm eating up half of the output of those machines. Okay, all right. Let's keep going here. I want to see this guy, and you do 20. Of course, you'd be different. Now I don't use this for almost anything, so I'm happy with just having one of those. The copper wire, I feel like the copper wire is going to be, I'm going to need a lot of that. And the cable, I feel like I'm going to need more copper wire than anything else. And the cable, I think I can get away with just making one cable. Where am I at now with these things? So they're already right here. Okay. That's going to be a little odd, wrapping it around and like, well, I guess it'll be fine. I'll send it this way. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Would it be better to move all that stuff up there and just have it? No, I don't think so. I think I want to do this. I'm just running out of room. I'm just running out of room because I don't want to have to turn it. Okay, so as it stands right now, I had like one machine doing that. Okay, what are you? You're that. You are done now. But what were you yielding? Okay, you were also yielding the... Okay. And then you were the one making that. Okay, so... There we go. It'd be nice if I could just figure out a way. Let me go ahead and do the input. Well, how much time are we at? We're at 40. I don't mind go ahead and getting this done. Oh, what if I run out of power? Okay, doesn't matter. I want to do 4 of these set up to do the wire. I want to have 4 of these set up to do the wire. I think I've already done these 4 for the wire. Perfect. And then I'll have 1 just set up to do the cable. Wait. Your input is wire. Rip. You're all doing wire. But you can do copper ingot still. That's fine. That's fine. Well, if we're going to do that, we'll have you do the sheet, and then we'll have you doing the wire. Okay? So we'll have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doing wire, and they do 15. So 6 and 15 is 30. So 0 and 6 is 90. 90? Really? 90? We have 240 coming down, and then this guy doing his is 20. So we're doing 110 of 240. We're not even doing half yet of what we can do. We're already here. Okay, all right, it's fine. It's fine. And then this right here is a merger, so now we're gonna start doing splitters again. I want to get this done before this video is over, but I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Don't know if that's gonna happen. I think I need to call it quits right here. I have other obligations I need to see to. I don't have any Mark III right now. That's why I'm doing Mark II. I don't have any Mark III. I gave all of my steel beams to the production of the reinforced yada yadas, so forgive me. Okay. Yikes. If I can get up here on this. Oh, you sneaker. Pretty sure that was my fault, but I'll blame it on him. Okay. There we go. There's going down there into that. And then I need to hook these up to power. I think we're going to have more than enough power. Like, I don't think power is going to be a problem. Could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Now I forgot, do they all get their own pole? Or is it every other one gets a pole? I forget. 1, 2. I think it was every other one. I think, yeah. I think for the smelters it was every one, but I think for this one it was every other one. Oh, here, let me go ahead and turn the light on. Do not turn off the factory. Please and thank you. And then what's the deal here? Why aren't we getting... It's a splitter. You should be... This is not acting like a... Oh yeah, it was acting appropriately. That wasn't hooked into it. Okay. This was the splitter that I screwed up, if you remember. And what had happened was, it wasn't, I didn't go back and fix this. I didn't go back and do that, so that it knew that there was more to the line than that. So now it should, every other one should be sent down. Is that 2? There we go. I guess there was a 1 there or something. So there we go. A little bit better. Ingots. And then the output is going to be, all right, I think I'm done. Let me go and get the last 100 of those reinforced deals, and then I'll put those on the, and that'll be the climax for this particular video, is sending up getting phase 2 complete. Hopefully they've got all that worked out. If not, I'm just gonna have to say arrivederci for a little bit, and but hey, we're getting things figured out, man. Everything's looking better all the time. Like, that's all there is to it. Well, we just don't have enough. Okay, well, we're gonna put that on the back burner for a little bit. And we'll say goodbye for right now. But yeah, things are looking better, man. Things are looking better all the time. Like that, I'm sure that some of you were looking at that copper section and just going, man, that was weak sauce. And it was. That was my first time playing the game. Oh, hello. Oh no. Yes, you. Goodbye. First time playing the game, so that was my first take on it. But now we're doing it more mathematically inclined. We have some, we're smarter. Can I go steal some? I gotta stop. But this right here, that looks better. I think we're getting a lot more production out of it. The only thing I'm worried about is it going too long. That's half of what we need to make this work. So if those stinking rocks weren't there, man, it'd be so nice. I don't really know. Here's my thought. I'll leave you with this, and I'm going to go. I could rip all that up. I could rip all that up. Not the smelters. The smelters are done. But the way that it's going is south. I could rip it up and make it go north, build a second layer, and then have a Mark III lifter take it up to the next level. And then on top of this, I'd have a huge line all at level 2, right? A huge line all at level 2 of these makers, of these builder things. And then they would just output their stuff. I'd send it back down a level, and then it would go back in. That's what I'm thinking, because I don't know. I mean, if this right here is at half capacity, then there's just no way. There's no way that's gonna endure. Because it's going to go, another half would be all the way down there, and then it would start screwing up the iron input, and I don't know if I'm about that. So we fixed it, but we have another problem. but we are making a ton more than we were before. Remember, we only had one. I think we had two. We had two spun copper wire factories, constructors, and we had one cable constructor, and then we had one copper sheet constructor. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wire makers, and then one copper sheet maker, right? So we're back to where we were, but we're not using that a lot. But we have 6 of these now, and then probably just one, maybe 2 of these is going to make the cable, and then the other 4 will be making the spun copper wire for the other stuff that we're doing, right? So the factory is looking better. I'm happy. I really wanted to send you guys off with a bang, but we just don't. We're 100 shy, 64 shy, or 54 shy. So have a good day, everybody. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.